Have you ever seen your dog eating plants, maybe even eating the trees in the backyard? Well, this could be harmful depending on what type of plants or trees you have. The K9 coach Floyd Swiden is here to help.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining me on KIII this morning on K9 Coach segment. This is Mr. October, and he's a young pug. And I guess pug is an ancient word for always starving, because this guy is always trying to find something to eat. The reason I have him on a leash is because in this area right here, he's found some seeds. These are the seeds from a palm tree that's here, and they're very hard. They almost look like a small coconut. What he's doing is he's eating these, and he kept them down for about 5 days, but then he was sick from that, and they finally threw him up and got rid of these. So we want to solve the problem of looking around our yard at some of the things that our dogs might get themselves in trouble with. So this particular palm tree, this particular seed, comes from this palm right up here. If you can see, it's got a ton of seeds hanging down right there. Unless you're in the palm tree breeding business and need those seeds, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and remove those and go ahead and throw them away to get them out of here so they don't drop down. Now, another thing that we can do is we want to teach this little guy, if you could come back down on Mr. October, is we want to teach him that these are no. So I see a seed right here. I'm going to actually show it to him, and I'm going to tell him, no, sir. That is no. No, sir. If you scold him with that, that's going to let him know that that upsets you. So you have to practice that over and over. He's not going to learn it in one setting of what he can and can't chew on out here, but practice that over and over, and it's going to teach him where his boundaries are. This is a very large yard that we're in. If you had a smaller yard or it was feasible, you could put a small fence around this where he couldn't get in there in the first place. Okay, now in this particular yard, there's no oleanders, but my veterinarian also told me to be leery of oleanders. Now, fortunately, they're a very bitter tasting plant, so I understand by researching these that your dogs don't really like the taste, but every now and then you're liable to have a dog that likes something like that, so we want to make sure there's no oleanders getting into your dog's water bowl. Another danger that we have, very common in South Texas, is the sago palm. According to my vet, and I talked to him just 3 days ago, they are extremely poisonous. They have a berry that they have, or all parts of them are poisonous. If a dog eats these, there's not an antidote for that. So we want to make sure that they don't get anywhere near these sago palms at all. My vet recommends removing them. So if you could have your yard guy come in and make sure he gets them out, by the roots. Now it might be rooted really deep where he has trouble getting it out of there, but you really want to just make sure that you get every part of that out. If you have sago palms that are where your dogs can go, please get rid of those. And last, a few other things that are dangerous in your yards are your fertilizers, your bug killers, anything that has to do with growing our plants can a lot of times be dangerous for a young animal to eat. So let's make sure that he doesn't get crazy things. When your dog is outdoors, and especially when they're a puppy like little Mr. October here, be real careful about what they're sticking in their mouth. Thank you very much.